Hello, everybody, and welcome to my house. Since I really love physics, why not take a look at all the cool electrical stuff that goes on in my house? Let's get started. Welcome to the outside of my house. So, where does electricity enter my house from? Well, since we don't live next to like those big cables that have the wires on them, we got electricity from wires under the ground. So the wire comes from under the ground and comes into our house. And can you see the electrical meter? Where is it? That's right, it's right over here. The electrical meter basically just tells the company how much electricity we're using, so then they can charge us for it. Wonderful! Let's go on to the next thing. So now I'm in my garage, and the thing behind me, what is that? It's a breaker box. Can you say breaker box? Muy bien. The breaker box basically has all the circuits that connect all around my house inside of it. So that's all the lights, all the appliances, and some appliances, because they use more power, they have their own individual circuit. So those are things like the washing machine, the freezer, or the oven, because they require more power. So therefore, again, they have their own separate little circuit going on. But for like, say, the kitchen, which we'll get to in a bit, all the lights, all the rice cooker, the toaster, all of them are in one big circuit because they require less power and they're the smaller things, right? So that's amazing. Let's go on to the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen. There's so many cool things in the kitchen. Let's get right into it. The first of these very cool things is this rice cooker over here. This rice cooker has a voltage of 120 volts and it has a power of 460 watts. And by doing some quick algebra, we can find that the current going through this rice cooker when it's plugged in is going to be about 3.8 amps. Let's move on. Now, let's move on to the less sophisticated cousin of the rice cooker, the toaster. This toaster also has a voltage of 120 volts, but this time it has a power of 800 watts. Again, by doing some really easy division, we can find that the current going through this toaster when plugged in is going to be about 6.7 amps. Next object. Behold, the mighty microwave, and its voltage, you guessed it, is again 120 volts. And its power, though, is much higher than both the rice cooker and the toaster. It's around 1,500 watts. And we can find this through the label stuck right over here. Right here. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, there you go. That's the microwave. And using some quick algebra, we can find that the current passing through the microwave when it is on, it's going to be about 12.5 amps. So, now you may be wondering, how much am I actually charged to run all of these appliances? Well, to start, the company that charges the actual money for electricity is the Puget Sound Energy Company. And the rate at which they charge us is, I believe, 15 cents per kilowatt hour for the first 375 kilowatt hours, and 17 cents per kilowatt hour and everything after that. So, with that out of the way, how much does it cost for us to run all of the appliances that we just discussed earlier, the rice cooker, the toaster, the microwave, for 2 consecutive hours? Well, let's start with the rice cooker. The rice cooker, we know, has a power of 460 watts, and if we just do some quick conversions, we can find that in 2 hours it uses around 9.92 kilowatt hours. And using the rate that we just described, that's about 14 cents for 2 hours. Pretty sweet deal. And so for the toaster, I will skip the calculations here because of time, but it will cost around 24 cents to operate for 2 hours. And for the microwave, since it's the one that uses the most power, it will obviously cost the most at around 46 cents to operate straight for 2 hours. But whatever you will be microwaving in that time probably will be burnt by then. So there you go. Now you know the answer to the most deep burning question inside of you, which is how much I spend on electricity. So, I hope you enjoyed this amazing house tour, and I hope you liked all the cool electronic objects that I have in my house. And Mr. Elliot, please give me an A on this project. I spent so long on it. And Brad will be sad, right, Brad? You'll be really sad if Mr. Elliot doesn't give me an A, right? Yeah. That's what I thought.